Hello Internet, in this video we are going to have a look at my Raichu. So, Raichu might not be the first electric type that pops to mind when you think about what you might want on your team. Zapdos is more popular, Rotom as well, Manectric is quite popular still too, but you've got to think about what you're comfortable with playing and what's in your own style. And I used Liepard a lot last year, and Raichu kind of does the same thing. It operates in the same kind of way with the Fake Out, with the Encore. It disrupts things, it gets into your opponent's head, and I love doing that. And it basically lets my Pokemon set up. Lightning Rod is a very nice ability. It lets Azumarill set up quite often. It protects Azumarill from Thunderbolts, protects Talonflame from Thunderbolts, Mega Tyranitar as well. When they get some Dragon Dances up with that, it protects it from Thunder Waves, which is very, very useful too. There are lots of uses for it. It's a brilliant team player, Raichu. It doesn't really do too much damage itself, but it is there to support the team and disrupt, basically. You can see the moves are quite standard, really. Thunderbolt, Fake Out, Encore. Hidden Power Ice was the last one that I put on there. Through the Nationals this year, before I was using Hidden Power Ice, I did have Fling on there with the King's Rock, which I thought worked very nicely. You can use Fake Out on the first turn, you can flinch something, flinch the threat to Azumarill, say, if you're leading with Raichu and Azumarill. And then, on the next turn, you can use Fling and flinch them again, and if you didn't set up the first turn, you can set up the second turn. It catches them by surprise. It works very well, but unfortunately I had to go for Hidden Power Ice here. I think that was the better option, because we can see, looking at the team, I've got Raichu, I've got Tyranitar, and I've got Aegislash, and these three are weak to ground, so Garchomp was a little bit of a problem for the team, and without Hidden Power Ice, Raichu can't really do anything to it. This year Raichu has got this boost in speed. It does outspeed Garchomp now, which is very nice. And with a combination of Hidden Power Ice and Brave Bird, I can knock out Garchomp. With a combination of Hidden Power Ice and Aqua Jet, it has a small chance to knock it out as well. After Fake Out damage is a bit more reliable. But we can see I've got 164 EVs here in Special Attack. It's not just 252, 252. I'm not a fan of sort of simple spreads like that. This 164 Special Attack makes sure that Raichu can Thunderbolt and knock out 4 HP Talonflame, which is very nice. I don't like playing against Talonflame, so if I can Thunderbolt it, get it out of the way, then I'm happy. I don't have to deal with that anymore. And so, because I'm not using max special attack, I've got a little bit of investment into my HP here as well, which is actually quite nice. It lets it survive some things more often than not, like a Specs Dragon Pulse from, or a Specs Dark Pulse rather. I think Dragon Pulse might knock it out. A Specs Dark Pulse from Hydreigon, or a Life Orb max special attack Shadow Ball from an Aegislash as well. These things, it can survive more often than these things can still one-shot Raichu, but with this extra bit of bulk, it does put the odds in my favour. I don't really want to go below this amount of special attack, because then I am losing damage on the Hidden Power Ice and the Thunderbolt as well, and getting that knockout on Talonflame is very nice. And also it does that, lots of nice damage to Aegislash in Blade form, which can be a bit of a problem to this team as well. So I do like having this amount of special attack, and the HP, this little bit of bulk does help him survive a few more times than he might not if he just had the 4 HP. So because I'm not using Fling, I've not got the King's Rock there, I've got the Safety Goggles, which I thought was quite a nice idea. I like the Safety Goggles. Amoonguss was a little bit of a problem to this team. If you took out Talonflame from this team, then Amoonguss might be a bit of a problem, so I wanted something that could help deal with that a bit more. It can't Spore my Raichu now, so I can switch into it. I can, eat up a Spore quite nicely, and it does surprise people, or at least it used to before, before the Invitational. People wouldn't expect my goggles, but more importantly, it means that if they were feeling safe with their Amoonguss, or anything else with Rage Powder out there, Vivillon or whatever might have Rage Powder, I can basically ignore that Rage Powder and encore their partner, who would otherwise normally feel nice and safe, who might have set or might have gone for a substitute or whatever, gone for a non-attacking move, anything, a protect, and I can just encore them into it, and because they don't expect that, that puts the momentum massively in my favour. That can win me games. Obviously I have got my Tyranitar on this team as well, so it helps with the chip damage from the Sandstorm as well. So I'm very happy I picked Raichu. It is definitely a Pokemon that I'm comfortable with. It's a Pokemon that I did enjoy building around. The combination of Raichu and Azumarill, I didn't know of anyone that had used those two Pokemon before I did. I mean, I'm sure there were somewhere, but I loved using these two. They work so well together. When you get the Belly Drum off, it's just, it makes the game so much easier. It works so well. So, yeah, there's my Raichu. I hope you've enjoyed listening about him. Let's have a look at the next one.